years into the construction of this part of the Windward Highway, which will see the redirection of traffic from the old Argyle Road to the new road, contractors are confident the road will be completed by mid-July. Completion of this road will facilitate the continued progress of work on the Argyle International Airport, as it would allow for work in the second kilometer of the runway to begin. The road itself has opened up access to that inner part of the Argyle, Yambo and Acres areas and will undoubtedly see an increase in the value of lands on this side of the airport. The route itself provides a most pleasant drive, being lined by some of the most picturesque sceneries on mainland St. Vincent. We caught up with some of the people charged with building the road and asked them for a status report.
Presently, all the drainage works are completed. All the earthworks are completed. We are working presently on the sub-base in one section, which is the Peruvian Vale section, which is about 300 meters out of 2,800 meters. We have the base course completed in all other areas except that section, and we should complete that not later than the middle of next week. We have completed the carriageway in asphalt. 50% is completed and another 40% is ready to receive asphalt at the moment. So we anticipate completion, barring bad weather. In the next 2 weeks, we should be complete with the earthworks and the paving.
We also heard about some of the difficulties encountered in building the road and which contributed to the delay in its completion.
We have encountered some problems in terms of while we're doing a lot of the excavation, some of the things that we didn't expect to find, like rocks that we encountered while excavating that were not catered for in the beginning. At the bridge was positioned in one section by the designers. When we started excavating to build the bridge, we found that it was unsuitable and we had to relocate that. All these took time. But also we had a lot of problems with weather, where downpours of rain at any given time would cut off work for a day. So these and other problems we encountered caused a lot of the delays in completing the job.
Meanwhile, the Warku Road will be permanently closed as of Monday, July 13th, 2009, to facilitate continued work on the first kilometer of the runway. Persons wishing to access Warku must now use this Mount Pleasant Road, with entrance directly opposite Colonel Anderson's property at Argyle. It was just around 10 a.m. when the group of History and Geography 4th Form students of the St. Joseph's Convent, Kingstown, accompanied by 2 teachers, arrived at the office of the International Airports Development Company for the start of what was to be a very exciting and educational tour for them. Assembled just outside the office, the students were given a general overview of what the project is all about, and from their vantage point, a better view of the size of the project site. Once satisfied that they were properly briefed, it was back on the bus for the short trip to Escape, the site of recent archaeological excavations. This area has been and continues to be a major point of interest for visitors and proved just as interesting and exciting for these students. Once on site, Cultural Officer Royden Lamking took on the task of explaining the work being done at the site to the students, but not before a brief introduction to Chairman of the National Trust Archaeology Committee, Mrs. Kathy Martin.
Can you imagine someone who painted these 2,000 years ago and you're able still to see their patterns? I don't know how much of what we do today will be here in 2,000 years hence. So anyway, enjoy the trip, enjoy the tour, and this is a once only because by next year this time the bulldozers will be here and it will probably be runway.
We found big pieces of body shards, meaning big pieces of pottery. Apart from that, we found like big fish bones. Wow. And you know that they were very good fishermen. Within that structure, we found burials inside the structure. Burials inside the structure and outside, just outside. We found some burials. We found some nice burials where we had a guy almost in a sitting position, but with a griddle on top of his head. A griddle. That is one of those, like, you know, we call flat pans, but made out of clay. Probably use, you know, they used to use them to make salad bread on the well, for the nut, right? So we found stuff like that. We found a guy who was lying, probably flat, but he had his tools at his feet, stone axes and stuff like that at his feet. Now, another guy, he was found with a bowl in his chest. A bowl right across his chest here. And these give an indication of probably what they used to do in their previous life. Were they fishermen? Were they hunters? Stuff like that. And why would they put their tools? For example, why would that guy have his tools? They believed in afterlife, as was rightly said. So when he rise again, he would get all his tools that he knew. Start work once more.
Even the teachers were in for some education.
Probably from the Grenadines. You do get it occasionally up here in little veins. Around this site, when you find a rock that you don't normally see, it's a sign that you can trade.
Okay, yeah. You can see crystals as clear as ever.